Hello everybody, how's it going out there? It's Apple 11 here with another Star Wars Legacy Collection Build-A-Droid review here from BD09, Bounty Hunter Rum Sleg. Now, I've been sitting on this guy for a while, but with the addition of two created playsets from Empire Toy Works, I figured it'd be a nice little background diorama setting, and hey, figured it was time to go ahead and open this guy up. Build-A-Droid here. L8, L9, and it looks like it's his right arm with some fireball or something like that. Something like that. But anyways, let's read his card. It's the Bontum Eve Classic Pod Race draws a huge crowd of spectators, including Bounty Hunter Rum Sleg. Held just outside of Mos Espa, the race is a high-speed, death-defying competition which doesn't stop young Anakin Skywalker from competing. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and open up Rum. All right, here we go. Out of the package and ready to rock and roll. I like this character a lot. I knew I would, just for the simple reason is you can see how awesome he is just looking through the clear bubble. So, let's check him out. Well, let me go ahead and just show off these pieces first. Now, these are to the droid. I'm going to keep him in here until I have the other components to assemble him. So, he has that fire effect and whatever arm that was. I think it was his right arm. All right, enough of that. All right, let's check out Rum. Now, the only thing here about the articulation is that he does not have an ability or any kind of articulation at the ankles. And that's probably the only articulation that that's missing that I would prefer to have, but that's just a minor complaint, hey? So anyways, he's got the ball articulation at the knees. Bilateral. Hips do not, the hips only swivel. They do not move laterally. And abdominal, okay, he's got the twist, not the crunch. Rotation at the mid forearm. Ball joint at the elbows. Shoulders laterally raised. It's ball jointed. And his head turns, and I'll get to other details of his head in a moment here because I figured let's stand him here for a second and just take a look. Okay. Wish I could get the lighting a little bit better. Maybe I'll go ahead and lower this a little bit. Maybe that'll help. Here we go. Okay, hopefully that's better. So as we can see here, he's got a little bit of a off color for his helmet. It's more orange than maroon, so that's a little bit off. That's okay. There is no visor for the helmet. That's okay as well, I suppose. You can see the back here for when he's traveling. When he's traveling in space. He has his jetpack. I like that. A little old school looking. Here's where that articulation for the ankles could come in. Now you can see, which is kind of funny, that his dreads or ponytail protrude from the helmet, which would, well, make his helmet useless because the lack of oxygen, the oxygen would just leak out of his tanks. That's if he uses oxygen and nitrogen. But anyways, because we could also always pretend that he has some kind of glass shielding for his helmet, but hey, it's just the minor things. He's got a cool little elbow pads here. So if he were to elbow somebody, he'd have a somewhat of an edge here to clock him with, MMA style. So let's take off his helmet. I like the effects that he has for his face. He's kind of got that Jason Voorhees hockey mask thing going on. There we go. So you can see he's got the dreads. He has what appears to be somewhat of the effects on his head. Come on, iPhone. How come you're not... Well, anyways. Time for a new phone. iPhone 7 maybe? Because from my end, it doesn't look like it's very clear. So sorry, it'll give some other trolls to complain about again. So you can see the top of his head. he's got that gray, dead skin look, and the face, I can't really tell if it's a face mask. Nonetheless, I really like it. It does look like a hockey mask. There we go. That's pretty wicked looking. So you can see that hockey mask type of face with the paint effects. I like his chest armor. That's pretty cool looking as well. Overall, the design is fantastic. I really like this figure. He is a dual-wielding pistol gun tootin' bounty hunter. And thankfully, they gave him 2 holsters. Some figures, for some reason or another, haven't come with holsters for their pistols, which is a little weird. Each pistol has its own unique little design. As we can see here, he's got this one, and it does go into the left holster. And then his right, there we go, fits into the right side. You see the belts. Let's put him in his hand, see how he looks. If I remember correctly, this left one really was a little loose. Nope, it's all right. It's a little loose, but so no abdominal crunch, right? Yep, no abdominal crunch. Now the vest, does the vest come off? Doesn't appear so. Nope, vest doesn't come off. Well, I mean, I guess that's just about it. He's got that he's got pretty good articulation overall. I love the mold. Good articulation all around, except for the ankles. 2 pistols, really nice effect on the face, and I just like the fat. Oh yeah, these 2 come out, of course. But I like the fact that we can use him in space like a space trooper. So that way he could just kind of creep up. Kind of reminds me of the last episode of Firefly, where the bounty hunter leaves his ship and enters Serenity and pretty much tries to, do his thing and kidnap him. I think he was looking for River. I've got to watch that episode again, Firefly. It's the best one-season show I've ever seen in my life. It's too bad that it didn't last, but the good shows seem to get booted off the main networks. I mean, look, hey, Battlestar Galactica only lasted 4 seasons. That's the reboot that is, and that was a phenomenal show. My top 5, absolutely my top 5 shows. But I digress from Star Wars here. But there we have it, friends. I think that's just about it. I'm not sure how much more I can say about this figure, so if you want, just hang around for a minute or two. I'll leave some pictures at the end, so that way you'll get some other angles, be able to pause it, take a look at some more details without having to listen to me ramble on. But hey, thanks for your time, everybody. If you wouldn't mind, please give me a thumbs up. That always helps. Comment if you'd like, or if you have any requests or any questions, hey, just hit me up in the comment section. I apologize if there's a delay. That happens, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I'm going to keep this going, and may the force be with you, and thank you again. Goodbye, everybody.